Hey, what's up, you guys? Windy City Currencies here. We are here to show you guys our latest haul. Super excited. It's been a while, so let's just dive right in. Up first, 1928 $100 gold certificate. These are fun. We don't get too many of these, so these are always nice to have in stock. $10 Hawaii note. Here's a good looking funny back. Here's a nice uncirculated $10 North Africa. Got a couple more funny backs in this pile. This is a 1928, and then after that we got the 1934. If you're looking for like a nice starter note, you're just getting started with paper money, this is a nice place to start. I mean, majority of these can be had for about 30, 40 bucks or so. If they're a little bit nicer like this one, you can start creeping over like 50 or so, but overall still fairly affordable, and they look great. They look nice. Here's another circulated $10 North Africa note. Guys, all this is going to be available on my Instagram. If you want to reach out to me direct, that's probably the best way to reach me. Here's a $10 gold certificate. And I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Obviously, it's first come, first serve. So if I don't, if you take a couple days to get back to me, it probably might be gone, but you never know. Try anyway. Here's a 1929 trio of Federal Reserve banknotes. One's a Cleveland, one's a Chicago, and the other Chicago as well. These were like Great Depression era, 1929. Very turmoil-filled time in our country. Here's a couple of the same. These are the 1929 $50 Federal Reserve banknotes. These are fun too. When it comes to 50s especially, they just have a good look to them. Then going down with the denominations, I've got a bunch of 20s. I tried to keep these organized for you guys just to make it easier to show. So a lot of 20s, probably about, what, 10 of them or something. St. Louis, Chicago, New York. There's a Philly, Chicago again. Most of these are going to be Chicago and New York. They're the two most common. So that's probably why you see a lot of Chicagos in there. But I've got a bunch of those, as you just saw. Here is the 10s. I've only got two of those, two Chicagos. And then the 5s, I've got one Minneapolis and one Chicago. So those are all the Federal Reserve banknotes, 1929. Now we're jumping into the graded stuff that I bought. So here's a nice graded funny back. When they get graded, again, they're going to cost you around, somewhere around that number, 150-ish. We picked up some nice fractional notes. Here's a 5th issue 50-cent fractional graded, a 64Q, which you don't see too often on these. Here's a nice 10-cent variety. Here's a 1928 St. Louis District Federal Reserve note in a 66. Here's a star note in a 66. 1953. That's a nice one too. Here's another 66, the $10 variety, non-star. 1953. This was all like this didn't all come in one lot, by the way. This all came in as a part of a combination of stuff that we purchased from different vendors, not all from the same. We do have some more stuff that I'll be showing in a separate video, but I don't want to give too much information away. So just please make sure you guys do follow, like, and subscribe. Drop a comment. I always appreciate it. Tell me what your favorite note is out of the group, which one you're interested in, and then we can try to connect and try to get it out to you. Here's a 15 cent. This is a tougher denomination when it comes to fractional currency. The 15 cent, it's got a really nice look to it, as you can see. That one can get pretty pricey. 10 cent, 5th issue in a 66 as well. This one's a little more common, but the grade is less common. And here's a first issue 10-cent variety. Oh, there's a reverse. And last but not least, for the graded notes, I have a $1 Hawaii and a 63. All right, let's jump right into large size. 1923 ones. I've got a bunch of these. Again, if you want to go large size, this is a good starter note versus the small size funny backs. You can jump into something like this for a lot of times under $50, which is a good price point to be in when you're talking about large size currency. Here's a 1918 one. One of the cooler reverses and all the paper money with the green eagle on the back. Here's a highly desired note. And this one is probably going to be one of the cheapest battleships you'll find. I have it priced at $625. Got a little wiggle room. Reach out to me and let's make a deal happen. I think, again, one of the least expensive battleships that you're going to find out there. And then we picked up a couple nice cheap. So this is the nicer of the two. $18.99, $5 silver certificate. And here's the other one. $18.99, $1 Black Eagle. Here's another one of those ones. I think, again, like I said, I've got a couple of those. Different conditions. So if you just want to start one, like something like this, probably be fairly cheap. Reach out to me. We'll hook you up on the price, but you got to be quick. Don't snooze. They'll go. All right, here's a really tough one. One of the better notes that I picked up in this group, and the first $1 bill for our country. So this 1862 $1 legal tender is the first $1 bill for our country that they ever issued. So definitely a collector note, definitely highly desired. This one's a nice VF shape. I would probably call this like a 25, even borderline 30. Depends on the day, I suppose, but it's got a good look. No real issues to report. Just a nice, honest, circulated note that retains good color. Here's a 1917 2 bracelet back. This one I had priced at $150. Here's a wood chopper 1907. Here's another 2. This one, again, should be a lot cheaper. Actually, I think this one, yeah. This one's torn in half. Like I can lift up half the note, see? So this one will be really cheap. Reach out to me. That one will be pretty cheap. How about a $10 gold certificate from 1922? This one has a great color for the circulated condition that it's in. Another tough note, 1891 $1 Treasury with Stanton on there. That one clocking in at $275. And then probably the creme de la creme of the group, a 1914 $5 Federal Reserve note, Chicago, with the red seal. You do not see these notes very often. In fact, one of the highest graded examples that you'll ever find. The blue seals are, more common. The red seal is a much, much tougher variety. This one I have priced at $5,000. Hard to find one in higher grade. It really is. So if this is up your alley, contact me. We can discuss it. We'll figure out a price. A couple other side notes that I want to show. These two bad boys up here. So one is this guy. This is a solid serial number. Look at that. All ones. I'm a big fan of solid serial numbers. You don't find these too often. This is probably the 4th or 5th that I've ever owned, so I'm fairly familiar with them. I thoroughly enjoy them so much. Certain numbers do command more of a premium. So, for example, 4s are not as desirable as, let's say, 7s or 9s, right? There definitely are some things to know when it comes to what you should pay for these depending on the number. So if you ever have a question, feel free to reach out to me and I can try to help. But like this example, I have it priced at $1,500. Again, I've got some room, so reach out to me if you're interested. We'll work out a deal on that one. And then last but not least, this is one of my favorite buys of the group. A $10 military payment certificate, Series 692. This says the Native American chief on the front. Just a beautiful, beautiful vignette. And the condition on this thing is amazing. This one is actually not for sale. Don't reach out to me about it. It is going to go for grading just because I think it's got a shot at a really, really high grade. I'm thinking at least a 65. With these margins, could be a little bit higher, which would be fantastic. So this will go out to grading and probably be available for sale once it returns. But for now, just some eye candy for you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got my next video that I'll be posting probably in a couple days. I'll just tell you now what it's about. We've got a bunch of nationals that we bought. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. This is the stack of nationals that we bought. So if you're into national collecting, come back. We've got a couple better pieces in here, some common ones too. So that'll be the next video. But until then, guys, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, and or night. Deuces.